Spacesuits are more than just a pair of clothing worn by astronauts. Various suits, like diverse outfits, serve different functions. A fully outfitted spacesuit is a tiny spaceship, built like a human body, that protects astronauts from the risks of being outside of a vehicle while in space or the moon. In this video, we will show you SpaceX suit versus NASA suit. But before that, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell button to be notified whenever we publish a new video. Space explorations. SpaceX sent its people into space aboard the SpaceX Falcon 9, a 9-stage rocket. The occupants were on board the Crew Dragon, a sleek capsule. Also, this was the first time a private individual-owned space business has achieved such a feat. Many onlookers, however, couldn't help but notice the astronauts' wonderfully constructed white and black spacesuits, which contrasted sharply with the orange suits. The new SpaceX spacesuits have reignited public interest in space travel, which has long been a goal of co-founder and leading financier Elon Musk. 3 types of spacesuits. We must consider the different sorts of spacesuits and their purposes and the various forms of spacesuits. Astronauts wear one of 3 types of spacesuits depending on the mission they are embarking on. Intravehicular activity, IVA. Only while the astronauts are inside, these capsules are worn. Only the launch and entry phases of a space mission necessitate the use of IVA spacesuits. Extravehicular activity, EVA. Outside the capsule, they are worn. Intra-EXTRA activity, IEVA. Both within and outside the capsules, they can be worn. Astronauts wear spacesuits because outer space is filled with hazardous chemicals, radiation, and temperatures unsuitable for human existence. Survival spacesuits are primarily intended to recreate the ideal circumstances required for the human species to thrive. Without spacesuits, astronauts would perish within seconds of departing the space shuttle or entering the Earth's atmosphere, owing to a lack of oxygen. The contents in their bodies, including their blood, would boil or would expire to a lack of sufficient air. The swelling of the epidermis and the other critical organs due to the boiling of internal fluids might result in death. Spacesuits are also strong enough to prevent astronauts from being hurt or killed by tiny meteoroids and flying debris in space. SpaceX suit versus NASA suit. The current SpaceX spacesuits and the previous NASA spacesuits have a lot of distinctions. Although the spacesuits were effective in keeping astronauts safe and alive, they received little attention until last year, when SpaceX unveiled its new light, sleek, and eye-catching spacesuits. These next-generation spacesuits result from an unusual partnership between Elon Musk, a billionaire, and Joe Fernandez, a Hollywood costume designer. Number 1. Lighter. For starters, SpaceX's sleek design means they're lighter and more comfortable than the bulky-looking old NASA spacesuit ACEs. According to research, they're 40% lighter and easier to get in and out than the old Advanced Crew Escape suit, or ACE, which could take several minutes of valuable time to wear or remove the helmets. Valves, microphones for communications, and a retractable visor that can be secured in place are all included in the SpaceX helmets. Number 2. Safer. One of the essential concepts considered was the simplicity of usage, which was lacking in the previous ACEs. State-of-the-art spacesuits have been designed to function automatically with minimum interaction from the astronauts. All the astronauts have to do is connect their spacesuits to a port known as the umbilical. The umbilical holds oxygen, water, and everything needed for the astronauts' survival inside the cabin as soon as they enter the capsule, and the suits do the rest. The outfit also protects against any depressurization. To top it off, unlike the ACEs, which must be worn piece by piece, the suits may be worn in one piece. Number 3. More durable. They're more powerful. They may put on the suits and experience a circumstance or scenario in which the suits inflate according to demands. Such an experience will prepare astronauts for the demanding environment of space. The SpaceX team has risen to the occasion. SpaceX's quality control procedures for ensuring that their suits were safe for astronauts. The suits were put through their paces in zero gravity. At the Zero Gravity Research Facility, this was accomplished. When a unit, such as a capsule or a spacesuit, loses enough pressure to operate correctly, it is known as depressurization. This was accomplished by depressurizing the capsule and waiting for the spacesuit to pressurize on its own. It was done to guarantee that the spacesuit's pressurizing system operated flawlessly after passing all of the testings. Number 4. More comfortable. SpaceX suits ensure the crew members' comfort and safety. During the trial trip, astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken put the svelte spacesuits to the test. At a press conference from the space station, Doug Hurley claimed that they had donned and taken off the spacesuits numerous times since it was easier to get in. It's also worth noting that the SpaceX spacesuits are only intended for launch and entry and can only be worn inside the capsule for extended trips outdoors. The Extravehicular Mobility Unit, or EMU, is required of the capsule astronauts. What do you think about the differences between these two suits? Which suit is up to your liking based on previous knowledge? Is it the SpaceX suit or the NASA suit? Also, what are your thoughts on this video? Feel free to drop your reviews and responses in the comment section below. And before leaving, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications on our future content. See you in the next video.